welcome back dito sa Inside the Zone episode number 7 featuring PMCL Fall 2024. My name is KukuTV, yours truly, at kasama ko ang dalawang casters ng actually English and Filipino kasi merong isang caster dito na dumadayo sa English broadcast, and we do have first Quintoyo and then we have Vince G. Palakpakan! Hey! Siyempre, wala pa tayong...
Sikap muna tayo.
wala tayong mga sound effects. Quintoyo, kumusta ka naman? Dumaan na ang PMWC. Dumaan na ang PMCL Summer. Ano ang bago sa PMCL Fall para sa'yo?
Ayun. Well, para sa akin, I think the viewers, especially yung mga avid fans talaga, they should know na meron tayong changes when it comes to the teams. Not just yung team composition, kasi I think medyo, kumbaga, kakatapos pa lang ng PMCL Summer Split, alam na natin yung mga pagbabago ng ibang team composition Pero this time around, there's a new kid on the block, ika nga nila, as there's one new team na sasali dito sa ating karambola, dito sa ating PMCL Fall Split.
At ang dami mga pagbabago din, no? Pero mamaya pag-usapan natin yan. Pero Vince G, ikaw naman, PMCL Fall 2024, ano nangyari nung mga times na wala tayong ginagawa from PMWC? Meron ka bang mga research na pwede mong i-reveal para sa episode na to?
Actually, marami tayong pag-uusapan dito, parang Kuku, no? Kasi, ang daming naganap no? It's been like 2 or 3 good months. Tapos nagkaroon ng exposure harami bro when it comes to participating in the world stage, no? And it doesn't disappoint. Even though that they did not bring the trophy ng EWC. Okay lang yun. It doesn't matter kasi somehow nakakuha naman sila ng experience for now na pwede na lang gamitin this season. And since ito na yung huling bira nila pupunta sa... huling bira, mga kaibigan, papunta sa PMGC, no? Kung Riyadh ang pinaglalabanan ng nakaraan, ako, mas matindi to. You're gonna beat the Majesty sa London.
London, United Kingdom in PMGC. Well, hindi muna natin pag-uusapan yung PMGC kasi malayo pa yan. So, focus muna tayo sa goal, which is yung PMCL Fall. And I believe, Vince G, ikaw na yung bahala dito para i-explain sa ating mga viewers, no, kung ano ang mangyayari para sa tournament na to.
Okay, bigyan natin kayo ng a little bit of background kasi medyo nasimulan ko na kanina Alam natin yung pinaglalabanan nila dito, the teams, of course, same format. If you watch the first ever PMCL Spring, we've got the summer, we've got the fall right now. Same format pa rin naman. 20 teams nahati sa 5, tig-4 yan. May rotational pa rin nagaganap for 3 weeks battle. No, ang matinding laban to, for those 3 weeks, kukunin mo lang doon yung top 16 out of 20. Yung top 16 na yon, maglalaban-laban sa Grand Finals, no? 3 days of Grand Finals, no excuses. 6 straight maps. So you're gonna be starting off with Sandhawk, going for 3 Erangels, 2 Miramar. Think about it, 5 lang yon. Dinagdagan ko ng 6 para astig, pero alam mo yon, kasi you've been playing too much PUBG Mobile for PMCL. Dapat in this season, gamay mo na. Pero there's a lot of changes, Kuku, that we're gonna be talking about dahil roster changes, team changes. May iba yung chemistry, and I believe marami ang may welcome dito sa ating fall season dahil mainit, konti lang, limitado lang ang ticket papuntang London. We're talking about 1 slot patungong PMGC na talagang pinag-aagawan ng lahat.
Ayan, totoo yan. And actually, isali ko na lang, no, Vince G, you forgot the maps, no, na paglalaruan din nila. It's the same thing. Isang Sanok, 3 Erangel, and then 2 Miramar. So, a total of 6 maps per game. And then yung prize pool, Vince G, magkano nga ba? Actually, 2 yan May league stage na prize pool. Tapos meron ding grand finals na prize pool. So, magkano bang bigayan, Vince G?
Laki niyan. Just like before. I mean,
pareho lang.
Kayo nakaraang summer. Actually, parehas lang. Pero, ang pinaglalabanan mo doon, if you top off during the league stage, no, ang laking bagay na nun. Kasi makakakuha ka ng bigger share of the prize pool. Pero, not only that, some of the teams, I think, hindi naman priority ang placements. Kasi ang pinakamalang sa kanila is to perform at their very best papunta sa Grand Finals. Pero, if we're gonna be talking about the prize pool, ladies and gentlemen, syempre pera pa rin yan. aside from them having that same good amount of placements, no, first place will be getting $1,500 weekly, 'di ba?
Wow.
Ang laki niyan, men.
Ang
First
laki!
3 weeks, ang laki, 'di ba?
Ang galing.
Imagine, last season having the first place will be getting 1,500, so that means kapag tatlong linggo ka na number 1 ka, 4-5 USD, 'di ba? Ang laki nun. Tapos it goes down from 1,500 to 800, kalahati, almost half na kaagad. Tapos 600 to third place, 500 to the fourth place, 5th to 8, $300 sa kanila, $200 para sa 9 to 12, 30 to 16 will be getting $100, and yung hindi papalarin or yung mga 70 to 20 place will be getting 50. So, saan ka? 1,500 or 50? Kayo na bahala dyan.
No, doon na ako sa pinakamataas. And approximately, no, pwede nating sabihin na around $50,000 yung pinaglalabanan ng mga players ngayon sa PMCL. And it's gonna be like 10 times bigger kung sino man yung magko-qualify sa PMGC. Kasi yung prize pool doon is like 7 digits kung di ako nagkaamali.
Yes.
So grabe, no? Quintoya. Pero yun nga, we're done with that. Actually, gusto ko lang insert din to, no? When it comes to talents din, may change sa ating English broadcast. So si Tash Bunny, yung aking partner nung nakaraan, will not be casting for this season. She will be replaced by Contra, one of the OGs in the English broadcast ng PUBG Mobile Southeast Asia scene. And then will be also included si Chuchu at saka si Sir Cloud. And then for the Filipino broadcast, Quintoyo, sino-sino nga ba kayo?
Yun. So for the Filipino broadcast, it's actually the same thing as the previous split. So kami pa rin, Vince G, magkasama kami syempre. And of course, we also have Aya Place and Paolo.
Ayan. So sila pa ring apat, no? So ang nagbago lang talaga si Tash Bunny. Break na kami after ng summer, no?
Summer fling.
Summer lang kami. Fling. And then fall, kami na ni Contra, no? No homo. Ayan.
Summer.
Yeah. Pero yun nga, Vince G, no? Tapos na tayo sa ating tournament preview and also yung even the casters preview. We're gonna dive in dito sa ating teams na maglalaro for PMCL Fall of 2024. Ito yung hinahype natin kanina na maraming bago at marami ding mga new names na teams na papasok. So I'll start it off with Group A, coming from Singapore. We have here Flash Vision Esports. And then we also have from the Philippines, Exquisite Esports. Ito, bago to. Bagong-bago. GOAT Esports, di ba? Hindi yan yung greatest of all time, guys. So, GOAT Esports coming from the land of Myanmar. And then we do also have Fearless Esports coming from Cambodia. And then for Group B, nandito yung Yangon Galacticos from Myanmar. Dread Esports from the Philippines. Strangers Esports from the Philippines, and from Cambodia, we have Kill Enemy. Toyo, ikaw naman para sa Group C and D.
Yun. So Group C, ito pa rin yung ating, majority of the teams belonging Group C are the same ones that we have witnessed before. So we have Genesis Esports. Ito yung kauna-unahan nag-champion nung ating spring split. And then we also have Harame Bro, of course, yung defending champion naman for the summer split. At syempre yung ating manok. We also have RTC Esports. Ito, isa sa mga bago sa pandinig natin. And then Playbook Esports as well. For Group D naman, we have Good Game Esports. So bago na naman yun sa pandinig natin. Though I think there are a couple of teams na parang nagpalit lang ng pangalan. Pero when it comes to team composition, pareho pa din. So I think we'll dive into that more later. Ito yung tinatawag kong new kid on the block, as we have Elevate Esports joining the mix for the final split this year. We also have Osja Esport, of course, yung ating tinuturing na matinding katunggali. And of course, we have Glory of Dragons 7 o yung ating God 7.
Ooh. Yung pala yung meaning ng God, no? Glory of Dragons, no? Ngayon lang natin nalaman. Well, anyways.
Alam ko dati God of Death, actually, eh.
Oo nga eh.
Diba? I think they changed it. Because for whatever reason, it was God of 7 before, kung naaalala nyo, no? Pero Glory of Dragons na this time around.
And para naman sa Group E, Vince G.
hindi pa rin ako get over sa GOD eh. I mean, akala ko greatness on a different level. But anyways, going towards the Group E, of course, we have Time to Quick Esports. Hindi na bago sa atin yan from Myanmar.
TTQ.
Sin, actually. Sin, alam ko familiar kayo sa Sin eh. 214X Sin before, now they're playing on a Sin banner. Filipino representative. We also have Team Max, no? Shoutout nga pala sa Cambodian talents yan kay Rim Angkor. I believe he owns Team Max. Victoria 9 and of course Risk Guys. Yan yung mahilig mag-willing to take the risk and of course those guys talaga, kung nakita nyo yung last season, they're getting decent amount of chicken dinner. So Group E, probably we're gonna be expecting a lot from these guys. More dito sa ating fall at wala silang karapatan talaga na mag-lie low dahil ito na yung huling bira na papunta sa PMGC, no? And since na-mention na natin dito, Quintoyo and Kuku yung ating mga teams, no? Might as well talk about kung ano nga ba yung mga recent shake-ups, no?
Yun.
May mga bagong teams katulad ng GOAT, katulad ng Good Game, pero I believe players as well will be added. May mga maaalis, may madadagdag. Just say his name and he appears, no?
Ayan.
Tingnan natin. Wait, sino nga ba ang bago? Pag-usapan natin yung player transfers.
Oo, pag-usapan na natin yan. Actually, bago tayo mag-head on, dyan sa player transfers, no? Habang si Joe Hendry ay nasa likod ni Vince G, we do have yung rebranding ng mga team names, no? Napag-usapan na natin to. Pero gusto ko lang malaman din ng mga viewers kasi bakit magtatanong sila mamaya, asa na yung Enigma, asa na yung 214. So, yung Enigma X MSI, sila ay nag-rebrand at binili or I'm not sure kung ano nangyari sa slot.
Yes, binili.
Yeah, they bought the slot. Yung Elevate Esports, they bought that slot from Enigma MSI. And then, yung Sin Esports naman, 214 Sin sila dati. Nag-rebrand lang sila, no? Tinanggal na nila yung 214 Esports sa kanilang pangalan. And then for GOAT Esports, if you remember, yung MFG Esports, so they're not here anymore, but they got acquired by GOAT Esports. And then yung Kill Enemy. If you remember, Kill Enemy was part of yung See You Soon. See You Soon Tiger Kill Enemy, no? So yung Myth Clan, if you remember Myth Clan was rebranded to Kill Enemy. So they partnered with them. And then Good Game Esports, if you remember naman yung The Quarter, isa sa mga nag-struggle din nung last season. So Good Game Esports got The Quarters slot. And then yung sinabi ni Vince G, which is yung Team Max X Victoria 9, nakuha naman nila yung slot ng See You Soon Tiger Kill Enemy. So basically they formed this brand new team. Then lastly, I almost forgot about yung RTC ng Singapore. So they got the slot from APG Esports or yung Angkor PUBG Esports. So yun lang naman yung mga rebranding na nangyari, no. Just again for the viewers to understand kung bakit nga ba nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago ng mga pangalan, ng mga team names and everything. So, let's head on to the player transfers. Let's start with Quintoyo, no? Start tayo sa Harame, bro. Sino nga ba ang bago sa Harame, bro?
Ayun, so for Harame, bro, actually hindi naman totally nagbago, I would say, kasi nadagdagan yung ating players. So he's actually ang daming nang hula nito, no? Natatawa ka ako, yes. So may nagsabi nga si KukuTV kasi nga naka-glasses. Kasi at first, hindi pa siya na-unlock. So naka-glasses siya. Yun lang yung kita sa kanya dun sa shadow niya. So people were thinking that it's Kuku. But actually, the player's name is Rig. He's actually from Nepal. Ayan. So he's the new addition to Harame Bro, which is, yun nga, yung ating PH representatives na sumabak recently sa PMWC or yung PUBG Mobile World Cup and yung defending champions ng PMCL Summer Split.
And actually, Quintoyo, galing siya sa Ruthless Aggressive Warriors team.
Right.
Or yung Raw Esports.
Tama ba? Pati T2K, naging part siya nun. Right.
Ay, actually, yes. T2K.
Yeah.
T2K siya. He actually played in PMGC 2022.
Oo, kasi T2K, if I'm not mistaken, was handled by Harame himself. So,
okay.
yung kasi diba,
Yung team
Harame
owner.
is the owner of Harame Bro, for those of you who don't know. So, dyan po nakuha yung pangalan. Huwag nyo nahulaan. Ayan. So, siya yung nag-handle dati dyan sa T2K. So, yeah. Just like what
Yan.
Kuku mentioned, yun nga. I remember him playing sa PMGC.
Right. So, Raw Esports or T2K. If I'm not mistaken kasi yung T2K kasi parang nawala in the South Asia scene. So,
Right.
parang nagpalit yata, nag-rebranding yata sila or something. Pero anyways, we're done with Harame Bro. Let's now go with Ostia Esports. Ito yung pinost ni Quintoyo nung nakaraan lang din. Pinost ko rin to sa page ko. Vince G, Ostia Esports, what's new? Besides Mad Toy na na-transfer nung summer, ano nang bago sa Ostia?
Ang daming bago, men. Men, ang daming bago, men. If you're gonna be talking
Gigil na
about...
gigil!
If you're talking about Ostia Esports, men. Ito itong team na to, Cambodian to. Okay? Acquiring Mad Toy nung nakarang season was a good call kasi ang ganda nung adbang niya doon sa team no? Kasi si Mad Toy, kilala natin to Malaysian, ang ganda nung inabang niya before.
Oh, he's actually Thailand.
Yeah.
He's actually Thai.
Yung Malaysian team na
Team
pinaglaruan
Secret?
niya, Team Secret, di ba? He gained a lot of experience from there. Tapos, ina-play niya sa Ostia Esports. And, na-mention mo na, Kuko, na he's Thai. Tapos, samahan mo pa ng si Red Bull na palong-palo.
Another Thai.
Thai, di ba? Pares sa ng Thai.
Uh-huh.
So, ngayon, meron ka pang kasama dito. Yan, si Tatap. Okay, check yan. Okay, kalahi yan. Pero ito, si Coco Martin, ika nga, na dinagdag dito. Well, wala na. We're gonna be seeing a Thai team and a Cambodian team. So, Ostia has that mixture of that Thai and Cambodian. So, parang gigil ang mga Thailand ngayon na pumasok sa PMGC. No doubt.
And that is Martin, who actually played in PMCO before with Eliminate the Murder, if you know the team. Or nag-rebrand sila sa Valdus the Murder. Tapos ngayon siya ay naging player na. At actually ito, IGL. Itong si Martin ng Ostia Esports. So, kumbaga, kung sino man yung IGL before ng Ostia, kumbaga, mas magaling siya talaga altogether. Dahil nga sa sobrang experience tong taong to. And then the top, who is actually the top player in the quarter, which is another team coming from summer na na-rebrand nga this season.
Right.
So, talagang all-in na itong Ostia Esports. And pwede na rin nating sabihin, Quintoyo and Vince Gino, na parang ginagawa na nilang PMCL Thailand.
Actually,
PMCL.
That's the funny thing, because they were supposed to be separated from the bunch. I mean, di ba? May sarili silang split Pero, ang nangyayari kasi, it's not an entire Thai team that's getting into the PMCL kumbaga scene. It's the players themselves. Parang yung players mapasok, hindi lang bumubuo ng, alam mo yun, ng team mismo. Kumbaga, nire-represent lang nila yung country na dapat included sa PMCL. Pero if we come to think of it, I mean, same banana It's the Thai players that's coming into our league So, I don't know about that, but...
Well, speaking of Thai, ito na, next is Strangers Esports. And looking at the lineup, we have here, unahin muna natin mga Pinoy. We have si Lucy from the Philippines. We have 762. And then we have Evil, who transferred, if I'm not mistaken, from Playbook Esports siya nung last season.
Yes.
And then, ito na yung tinatawag nating PMCL Thailand. Kumuha sila ng dalawang top-tier players from Hale Esports. My goodness. Si NC2 at saka si Get Slow. Oh my goodness, man. And then, isama mo pa yung mga Pinoy na mga pangbalagbaga na gameplay. So, talagang ang lakas ng Strangers Esports ngayon. We know for a fact that last season, we got the experience coming from the Nepalese players like No Fear, di ba?
Right.
And malakas si No Fear. Ito wala rin si Minor sa lineup na to. So, a lot of changes in the chemistry, in my opinion, for Strangers Esports. Siguro, baka buhatin, no? Lagi. Or, I mean, in every single game siguro, makikita natin yung skills talaga nung dalawang players na taga Hale Esports. Kasi they have PMGC experience. Itong dalawang players na to. And then, isama mo na itong si 762 na may SEA Games experience, si Evil na naging player ng PBE.
Right.
Ng Built Different, 'di ba? So, 'di ba? Si Lucy din na I think this is his rookie season sa PMCL, 'di ba? So, again, this team is one of the teams na kailangan nating tignan for this season. Let's now go with Yangon Galacticos Quintoyo.
May habol pala ako, wait lang.
Uy,
Okay, go.
sige.
Di ba if maalala ko dati, tama ba ako? Si Iskadi rin, alam ko Aero Macy siya dati, di ba?
Yes.
Oo.
Wala na rin siya dito sa listahan, ano?
Wala siya sa team na
Nalipat
yan.
yan.
Nalipat siya.
Oo,
Mamaya
nalipat.
mababanggit natin si Skadi. So, Yangon Galacticos Quintoyo, anong bago?
Ako, based on what I can remember, I think it's Naughty Boy
Oo.
na bago. Am I right? I think he's from... Saan ba to?
RSG.
Think lagi... Ayun, RSG Risk Guys Esports. Ayan.
Yan. Siya lang yung bago. So, nothing has
Pero,
really changed.
oo, tsaka substitute lang siya eh. So, I don't really think that it's gonna be that drastic. Siguro parang when he's needed. Pero, kumbaga, it's not as big of a change as for the other teams na talagang yung tipong main lineup yung pinalitan eh. So,
You're right.
not a lot of changes to expect, I would say, for YG. But
So, parang
we'll
ano lang, balance lang yung changes niya.
Correct.
Alright,
And
so
then-
let's move on. Vince G, dito sa paborito kong team na TTQ or Time to Quick
Laging galit
Esports.
yan. Laging galit daw yan pagka nakakakuha ng chicken dinner. Hindi ko maintindihan.
Ano bang bago sa TTQ?
Maraming bago. Hindi, actually hindi. Isa nga lang eh. With the addition of Mr. Sayar,
Yun.
H-Tet, ang ganda ng mga pangalan nila dito. No? Si XCXY, he was a former player from God 7. No? He transferred towards Time to Quick and gaya nga ng nangyari sa Yangon Galacticos, siya lang yung bago actually. So nadagdagan sila ng isa pang player. No? Yung 5 nila naging 6 and I believe with XCSY being added towards the mix, parang hahanapin pa nila dito yung yung tansya kung dapat ba natin siya ilagay sa main, isang ba natin siya, or may mga certain maps na ba siya na kailangan laruin. So, yun lang yung bago.
Yun lang yung bago, no? Let's now move on sa ating Filipino squad na Playbook Esports. So, nandun pa rin si Monboy, ang ating bronze boy ng SEA Games. We have Raymond, Mitchie, Jarrell, and then, ito yung bago, no? Ito yung estudyante ni Vince G. Si Dale.
Shoutout niya po.
Ayan, shoutout sa estudyante ni Vince G, na si Dale. Na galing,
Masipag yan.
galing siyang 214X Sin nung nakaraang season. But then again, kasama pa rin nila yung kanilang coach na si Forthrow. Ano masasabi niyo dito, guys? Dale, in addition to PBE, ikaw, Quintoyo, unahin kita.
Dale, I would say, is very experienced na, even at a young age, because he was also part of Harame Bro before. So I'm pretty sure that he also already learned a lot from that team. So it's basically like he's getting experience everywhere eh. parang lahat ng best practices, I would say, makukuha na niya from those teams that he joined before. Because to be fair naman, yung mga teams na sinasalihan ni Dale, hindi rin basta-basta eh. I mean, coming in from Harame Bro and of course, yung 214X Sin doon sa previous split. So, I think mas mahahasa din si Dale. Though, medyo nakakatakot ang dito, of course, is if he will be underutilized since I think he's joining as a sub ba? O as a substitute. So, parang, yun kasi yung mahirap kapag masyadong maganda yung lineup nyo eh. Meron at merong, hindi maiwasan na meron at merong ma-underutilize. Kasi nga, yun nga, substitute siya. But I mean, they probably have plans as to what his role will be. Kasi hindi naman din siya kukunin if they feel like enough na yung lineup na meron sila.
Saka
So,
I wanna add this one. Gigil tong player na to. Alam mo bakit?
you're right.
Quintoyo?
Bakit
Kasi
kaya ba?
nawala yung cellphone niya.
Nawala ba?
Oo. Di ba, Vince G? Nawala.
Grabe naman.
Nawala.
Saan
din.
nawala?
I mean, feeling ko mas magiging motivated dyan si Dale na humataw dahil aside sa nakita ko na siya doong pasukan, ika nga, no, na talagang gusto, pagsasabayin niya yung pag-aaral sa pagiging competitive player dito. So, it's not a joke, no? We need to admire this kid at nakasabay ko nga siya sa medical exam. Ako, nagugulat ako no? Itong bata na to, no? Actually, hindi ko matanggap eh. Like, parang sabi ko na, he does not look at his age. This guy is way too young. Alam ko, 18 pa lang yan eh. So,
Bagets yan.
pero ang laking bulas niyan. Ang laking bulas niyan. Nakita ko na yan personally. At ako rin hindi ako makapaniwala na 18 lang yan. And malayo mararating yan. Tama si Quintoyo, no? The problem would be how will Playbook Esports play with this kind of roster. At ayaw na ayaw mo naman talaga na lahat ng player mo, some of the players will feel underutilized. Lalo na sa mga ganitong klaseng tournament. Alam mo naman kasi minsan na kapag ang player gigil, hindi mo naman pwedeng tanggalin agad-agad yan. So,
Oo, mabibitin eh.
Bibitin eh.
Right. Well, now, let's move on to the next team. We do have what we call the GOAT Esports, formerly known as MFG Esports. And Quintoyo, ano nga ba ang bago? Or should I say, pareho lang ba itong team na meron tayo at nagbago lang ang pangalan?
Actually, to be honest, aside from the team name itself, I don't see any changes or probably
pareho lang, no?
napapansin. Pero parang wala silang binago when it comes to the lineup and when it comes to the players themselves. So I think they're gearing more towards kumbaga just sustaining yung synergy kasi nila. I think they don't want that to change kasi alam natin na yes, adding players, especially experienced ones, would be very beneficial or helpful for the team. But at the same time, it's also a big risk kasi din nga papasok kung sinasabi natin na minsan, kahit gano'n sila kagaling individually, doon magkakatalo when it comes to teamwork and as to how well they will be able to, kumbaga, help one another. Kasi meron mga strategies kasi na magbabangga dyan pati yung type of gameplay. So I think for MFG, or now known as GOAT Esport, I think they just want to retain whatever it is that they have. Kasi to be fair, they have good performance naman. It's just that medyo kinakapos din kasi talaga sila.
Right. They're one of those teams, Quintoyo and Vince Gino, na if you remember nung last season, na talagang maganda yung pinapakita nila, especially in week number 1. And then eventually parang nag-lay low sila in the next upcoming weeks. So probably exhaustion kasi sobrang haba rin kasi ng liga na to 3 weeks tas 6 games per day. So ang kailangan talaga nila is consistency, like what Harame Bro did in the last season. So now let's move on sa, again, Vince G, ito yung kinakatakutan natin before pero hindi na. We have Genesis Esports. So anong bago sa Genesis Esports?
Oy, welcome to PMCL Thailand, ladies and gentlemen, mga kaibigan. Another player coming in from Hale Esports. Si Kuya mo Flash ay madadagdag sa roster ng Genesis Esports, no? So, dito na papasok yung concerns regarding na dapat ba natin silang katakutan ulit because of Flash? Or magiging sila pa rin ba yung dating Genesis Esports during the previous seasons, no? Pero itong lineup na to, Kuko, etong sila Smile, sila West, sila Marnet, di ba? Ito yung mga sanay na humata when it comes to tournaments outside Southeast Asia. And of course, Genesis Esports is one of those scary teams. Once na nag-pop off sila, no, nawala lang, nagtamlay lang, pero hindi natin alam, this season might be bringing the best out of Genesis Esports, no? And let's see kung ano nga ba yung pwedeng maiambag ni Flash or ano yung pwedeng may contribute ni Flash during their run dito sa ating PMCL Fall na pwede nilang maipunta doon sa ating Grand Finals, or the best case is to go to London, di ba?
Exactly. And PMGC experienced itong team na to. If you remember, 2023 naglaro sila, no? Actually together with Flash. Kasi si Flash naglaro rin siya sa PMGC 2023 with Hale Esports. And then one more thing about GE is nag-retire na itong si Ichi ng GE. So, will the chemistry still be the same or will they miss itong si Ichi na nag-retire nga or nagretiro? So, let's now talk about the next one, which is Exquisite Esports. And ito na ang pagbabago sa kanila. The comeback of Lufa. So, Lufa, who played in the last season sa PMSL EMEA, now will be playing again with Exquisite Esports. And then, same lang din naman yung mga additional players nila. We have Super Pickles, UI, Koopa, at saka si MM. We've seen Lufa together with all of these other players na sa team na to nung spring season At hindi nag-work nung time na yun. Pero feeling ko with the experience na meron na sila together, the chemistry would much be bigger for Exquisite Esports. And then with the help of Lufa, which is an experienced PMGC player, Exquisite Esports may have a chance to get that number 1 spot and get that slot in PMGC. Let's now move on to Sin Esports. Quintoyo, sino nga ba ang bago at ano ang opinion mo sa team nila?
When it comes to who's new, actually hindi na rin naman ganun kabago to because he was a part of Playbook Esports before. So it's cool na nadagdag. So when it comes to the lineup, it's still Rankid, Wako, Mix, Blanks, and then ayun nga, si Cool. So I think he has a lot to contribute since during his PBE days kasi, if I'm not mistaken, he was the IGL/scout. And hindi pa tayo ganun ka-experienced noon, but he managed na i-qualify tayo sa Grand Finals ng PMSL, if I'm not mistaken. And we were able to get a couple of winner chicken dinners na naman through his aid since he was the IGL. So, very interesting. But then again, he's coming in as a substitute. So, I'm not sure if we'll be seeing a lot of him for the split or whether, alam mo yun, baka maging kagaya siya ni Few and fourth row na more on working in the background. So, I guess we'll see.
Baka maging analyst or coach ang role niya. Possibly. Well, let's go on to Myanmar again. Risk Guys Esports or RSG. Vince G. Parang wala yatang bago sa team na to. Parang same lang din.
Wala naman actually, no. Pero there's a lot of new names. I think Ryder, this is the first time nakakita ko si Ryder, no?
Oo. Si IC. Mm-hmm.
Pero yung whereabouts nila, it's quite unknown, but I believe that they're quite popular in Myanmar, or probably there's just young bloods na gustong gumawa ng pangalan, and risk guys, they're willing to take the risk. With the addition of Ryder and IC, tingnan natin kung anong risk ang pwede nila i-pull off. Kasi no wonder, ang ganda rin ng run ng risk guys during the last season summer, nakakuha naman sila ng manok, compete naman sila on the top 8 because of how decent when it comes to how decent they were into getting those elimination points and chicken dinners. Medyo inaalat ng konti pero nakahabol naman. So I'm kind of like curious on how are they going to play out with those two addition dito sa ating risk guys, no? But for now, same, nadagdagan lang ng 2 members.
Yep, and now let's move on sa Cambodia naman. We have Kill Enemy and may 3 bago dito sa team na to. We have here si Xerox or si Zero na dating The Quarter. Actually, ang cool nung isang pangalan ng Kill Enemy. Kapareho nung nasa Alpha 7 si Carillo. Though si Davan ng Kill Enemy ngayon or ng Myth Clan before. And then we have Kaya ng STKE. And then Campos na bago din sa ating mata na hindi pa naglalaro sa PMCL. They still have si Iter, si Iterex, saka si Master D2K or si Shroud. So may mga 2 players sila na nagbago ng pangalan, no? So kumbaga new identity, new beginning for them. Even though that they're experienced in PMCL.
New split, new me.
Pwede, no? Let's now move on. Ito yung paborito ni Vince G. So Vince G, ibibigay ko to sa'yo. Ito yung Team Max X Victoria 9. Sino nga ba ang bago?
See you soon, ex-Tiger Kill Enemy, no? So mamaya pag-usapan din natin to. But still, Team Max, 2 players coming in from Mid-Clan. The former Mid-Clan yun, as na pag-usapan natin, as they're playing with as the Kill Enemy. So parang nagpalit lang, 'di ba?
No,
Imagine,
naghiraman
lang. Kasi yung Kill Enemy was Mid-Clan before, pero yung players ng Mid-Clan napunta naman dito sa dating SYS TKE na ngayon ay Team Max, no? So makita natin ngayon si Joseph saka si D or si Didi na pumunta sa Team Max X Victoria 9. Tapos nandito pa rin yung mga players ng SYS TKE na sila Boy Sean, sila Navit, sila John, saka si Snakey, no? So, those 4 members probably will be retaining, pero with the addition of Joseph and Didi, ito na yung bagong starting Starting 4 Joseph, si D, si Boy Sean, saka si Navit. So, Tingnan natin kung love it ba ang magaganap dito from Team Max. Kung maganda ba ang lineup nila. Because they're from Cambodia. And since Team Max actually acquired the former SYSTKE, no? Alam ko na yung founder nila na si paano to?
Si Riam.
Si Riam, anchor from the Cambodian broadcast. Fellow co-caster natin yan. I think he has eyes on these guys na may potential to. Pwedeng sila yung magdala ng Cambodian flag papunta PMGC, and I believe that he has that goal in mind na maka-qualify doon sa PMGC with these players.
Alright, and now, ito naman yung Fearless Esports, no? Yung susunod, Quintoyo. Sino nga ba ang bago sa Fearless Esports?
Parang yung sub lang. Di ko sure pero I think yung...
Meron dalawa.
Sino ba? Sino isa pa?
Meron dalawa, si Astro X at saka si Pop Pop. Na galing
saan galing to?
Austria.
Ayun. Kaya sabi ko familiar. so, what?
So talagang grabe
Hindi ko napansin yung changes dun sa Austria. I mean,
grabe upgrade. Diba?
Oo, kasi kumuha sila sa ano I mean, yeah, we were able to establish that they got players from, yung Austria nga, got players from Thailand. But I did not notice na, ayun nga, yung players from Austria were acquired by Fearless. And alam naman natin, Fearless, so, I mean, yung usual na binabanggit ko nga sa Fearless Esports is sometimes they become fearful. Kasi minumukbang sila ng kalaban majority of the time But now that they were able to acquire players from Austria, I think things are bound to change for them. Magiging fearless na ata talaga sila this time around. So.
True. And if you remember Astro X and Pop Pop way back before, Orange Esports yung team nila nun, no? So, mga OGs itong dinagdag ng Fearless Esports. So, kumbaga feeling ko dahil sa medyo bata-bata kasi itong Fearless Esports, dahil nga nagiging mababa yung kanilang ranking at the end of the tournament, they added the experience para at least magkaroon ng additional firepower and knowledge when it comes to playing the game. Let's now move on to Good Game Esports or the quarter sila nung nakaraan. Ang iba lang talaga dito is si Baby Harry na galing Fearless ay nilipat nila dito. And then they have the Kid, Jisoo, Onyx, support, and then si Nor na taga Laos itong si Nor. So there's only one player na iba yung lahi dito sa team na to, which is Good Game Esports. So para sa akin, since medyo bago nga tong team na to, they will probably adjust a lot sa PMCL. Yung mga tipong Enigma MSI yung magiging role nila in this PMCL fall. Ito na, paborito mo to, Quintoyo. Elevate Esports.
Yun. I was about to ask you to give it to me pero since ramdam mo na, ayun. So, for Elevate, yun nga yung tinatawag kong new kids on the block since they bought the slot from Enigma, which is why you will not be seeing Enigma this time around. Yung team composition natin dito, galing sa iba-ibang teams actually. So, this is what we're about to discuss kasi medyo medyo tricky yung naging player composition nitong team natin. So, we have Claire, which participated during the PMCL spring for Harame Bro. If you guys can remember, he was a substitute there. FV, I think, played for... Nag-Enigma ba si FV?
Dati siyang Enigma.
Right. Nathan, coming from XQS, if I'm not mistaken.
Tama.
Scaddy, coming in from Enigma.
Hindi, from Strangers.
Aste. Pero nag-Enigma din yan eh. Ay, nag-Enigma ba siya?
Hindi.
Hindi, tama, Aste, tama. Kasama
Aste.
sila minor. Right. And then, we have, kasi nga pala, lagi niyang kasama dati si 762.
Right.
Yeah, which was Kai. Kai na ata. Kai siya before this binalag niya ng 762. And we have Rix that played for APG for the previous split. So, siya yung sinasabi natin, extended family natin. Kasi, ang nirepresent nila before was APG and now he's back to represent the Philippines under the team of Elevate.
So, kapansin-pansin dito na ang na-retain lang from APG is si Rex or si XYR, ang kanyang IGN for this time around. Si FB pala guys, ang magiging IGN niya, nakalagay dito kasi sa listahan namin, Coca-Cola. So, baka kasi magtaka kayo, Kung sino ba tong si Coca-Cola? Si
oo,
FV.
right.
Si FV ang si Coca-Cola. Anyways.
Actually, kahit ako nalilito ako dyan pag nakikita ko yung screenshot kapag naka-scrim sila. Sometimes I also get confused. Sino ba tong Coca-Cola na to? Siya pala. At least now we all have clarity.
Ayun. Siya nga yun. So now, actually meron pa isang player na galing from APG ang na mare-retain sa season na to. And Vince G. This is coming from Singapore, Flash Vision Esports.
Uy, ito no doubt. Nung nakaraang season, gusto ko talagang makamanok ng FB. Flash Vision kasi, you're talking about them all the time, during the spring.
Naririnig kita sa English broadcast, Vince G.
Wala ako nung spring eh. Pero nung nakita ko na, they ended up in 20th place. They need moral boost. So, sabi ko, makamanok lang ang Flash Vision, masaya na ako. At nakamanok naman sila. They did not disappoint. And hopefully, with this kind of lineup, ngayon na meron sila, sana hindi tayo ma-disappoint. Pero, yung dalawang master retain na, Master Rix, Master Toki, pero Master Rix, no, he came also from APG, katulad ni Rix. So, Master Toki, Master Rix, dalawang masters ngayon sa isang team. Mix of Singaporean and Malaysian, ayan si Kuru. Wow,
ayan.
Parang Kuru.
Actually,
Pinsan
alam niyo ba, tawang-tawa ako dyan. Yung the main reason why I'm laughing is because of that winner chicken dinner. Kasi, I mean, we know for a factor, kumbaga parang people think of me as someone who has that curse. That time kasi, hindi, secret lang yan. And then, if you guys can remember, those were the final days of the group stages. Tapos, parang ang sinasabi ko noon, in order for Enigma and Red to qualify, kailangan yung mga nasa bandang ibaba, malaglag din. So, ang pinredict ko was Flash Vision Esports. Tapos, nag-chicken sila nung pinredict ko sila. Kaya tawa ako ng tawa kasi I think that was the very first chicken dinner that they had. And that was the exact same prediction that I had as well. So, sobrang epic yan ng Flash Vision natin. Pero tingnan natin.
Actually, nagdagdag sila mali. Hindi na Pinoy ang dinagdag nilang mga imports, no? So, Malaysians na yung dinagdag nila. Sabi ko
hindi, APG yun, yung may Pinoy.
Kaso wala na kasing APG. So parang sabihin na natin na sila na rin yun. Si Kuro na, yung aking pinsan.
Parang ano.
Si Oreki at saka si Haz.
Right.
3 Malaysians in Flash Vision Esports. So let's now talk Dread Esports. Ito yung controversial team nung nakaraang season in summer. And
there's mga TikTokers.
Ayan, team ng mga TikTokers, sabi nga ni Vince G.
That's true.
Evidently, nawala yung magkapatid na si Moy at saka si Lanju.
Right.
I've heard they're playing now for a different squad. Nakita ko dito, Jibna is still here, Demios, Jassy, Damon, and ito yung pinakagusto ko sa lahat, si Barney.
Galing Elevate yan.
If you know who Barney is, siya lang naman yung may mga highlights sa Pecado na kung saan ay binabaan niya sila Pew, sila Claire.
So, alam mo, para sa akin siya yung OG content creator talaga eh.
Exactly.
Diba, si Barney? Sobrang kaabang-abang talaga pag naglabas ng highlights yan.
Oo. And yun talaga, yun yung dapat yung abangan guys sa Dread Esports. Right. Barney playing for Dread. This is the rookie season then for Barney. So let's see kung gaano nga ba siya agaling in the international stage. Let's now move on to Glory of Dragon 7 or yung dating God of Death 7. Quintoyo. Actually, parang may 4 na bago sa kanila. Uy.
Actually, ang naaalala ko lang dito for God 7, we have Amura. Kasi lagi ko sinasabi nila, papamura siya kapag natutuson siya. And I think si Bieber ba kanila din? Parang siya din yung parang si Bieber.
Same si Bieber, si Amura. Kumbaga ang bago dito is si VN. Si VN. Ito maganda. Labubu.
Si Labubu.
Labubu!
Nag-ano na nga tayo, nagsastruggle na nga tayo kay Bobo Ho eh. Di ba? Dinagdagan ba tayo ngayon? Labubu.
Oy, by the way, si Vin or si VN, galing siyang Yangon Galacticos.
Yes.
Itong si Edward QT or si Edward galing TTQ.
Right, yeah,
And then
I remember.
the Guys of Asian, itong si MH. So, 4 yung bago sa God of Death 7. And kailangan naman talaga nilang magbago talaga, no? Kasi sobrang baba na kanilang performance. If you remember, God of Death 7, 18th place sila sa rankings nung last season. So, kailangan talaga nila yan. Let's see na lang kung ano magiging chemistry nila. No? And then the last team, Vince G. RTC.
RTC. Ganda. Actually, kala ko si Edward, galing black, pero hindi pala, titiki pala galing.
Hindi, sa Rora na siya.
Rora!
Rora!
Hindi pala GOD. Anyways, going to the RTC Esports, okay? New name on the list. Pero, meron tayo mga bagong composition ng players.
Oo, sino-sino to?
Oh, interesting set of lineup. We have Curry.
Oh, 3-pointer yan.
Wala ng tres yan. Kaya nga nakaginto ang USA. Diba? Oh, si Labo Kun na taga Singapore. Si Maltese ng Singapore din.
TZ,
diba?
Oh,
saan ba nakukuha yan?
Magaling na mga yan. Sa mga jungle. Magaling yan sa jungle, diba?
Matik yan, basta TZ, malakas. Si Dambot. Yan, from Malaysia. So, si Dambot, si Nas. Yan. Tingnan natin kung
hindi yan yung vlogger, si Nas.
Hindi yan yung Wag
Nas
naman
Daily.
sana. Pagkabagsak, 1 minute tanggal na kagad. Wag naman, di ba?
And that's 1 minute.
See you next month. Pero anyways, we also have, sino to? Si Kimai.
Kimai.
Kimai ng Malaysia. No? So, 3 Malaysian and 3 Singapore. RTC Esports will be an addition towards this season. No, fall season, kaabang-abang. Actually, we still have no idea on how will they perform. Pero, since bago nga sila, no, I am looking for that gulat factor. Dahil some of these players talaga, they wanted to make a name. And this is a perfect venue for them to, to pop off PMCL, tapos biglang sila pa yung makakuha ng slot. Out of nowhere, RTC, biglang nag-chat papuntang PMGC. No, talagang gulat ang buong mundo niyan. Niyanig ang buong PMCL kapag sila yung nag-champion.
Totoo yan. And actually, add ko lang si Labokun at si Maltese, naglaro na yan for PMNC Singapore. Which is yung team nila is yung Macna SG. So, may experience na yan in their own local region. Pero hindi pa sila nakakalaro sa international. Which is, this is their debut, ika nga. So, ito yung pinakamaganda sa lahat. Ito yung segment na kung saan ay magti-tier list tayo.
Yan! Yes!
So, let's start. Asa na ba yun? Wait lang. Let's start with Genesis Esports. Saan ba natin ilalagay ang Genesis Esports? Unahin kita, Vince G. S, A, B, C, D.
Based dun sa nakaraang season, no, I have an utmost respect sa org na to, sa team na to. Gusto ko sana silang ilagay sa S Pero based on what happened last season, hindi ganun kaganda The way that we expected them to pop off, hindi talaga So, for me, personally, I wanted to put them, for now, in B.
Well, dapat mag-agree tayo lahat dito, Quintoyo,
You
ikaw.
guys agree?
Actually, I was leaning towards A or B. Pero based on the performance kasi, actually ako, gitna yung line mismo ng A and B. Kasi, I mean, I would say that they're one of the teams that we were scared of, especially from coming from their win dun sa ating sa ating what do you call that, spring split. Tapos if I'm not mistaken, nag-champion din nata sila ng PMSL before. Am I right?
Hindi, sa PMSL naka-qualify lang sila for PMGC.
Pero,
I think top 6 or top 5.
Right, I remember. So sila yung naging hadlang kung bakit hindi tayo nakapag-PMGC noon.
Exactly.
But anyway, ayun, so given the performance, I think it was a minor setback for the previous split. So I wouldn't be too harsh and give them a definite B. So I would say nasa line sila ng A and B.
Actually, to be honest sa akin, I mean, I disagree with both of you because dahil sa pagpasok ni Flash has the PMGC experience. So may PMGC experience na rin yung 3 or yung 4. So adding Flash, so parang feeling ko mas lalakas pa sila kasi I mean we do know for a fact Itchy is one of those individual players na malakas talaga. Pero kung papalitan siya ng mas malakas pa sa kanya, and we know Thailand
Right.
yung isa sa mga meta natin before. So, para sa akin, A ako. Pero since nag-B kayo pareho, then B ang
Uy, nasa line ako!
Hindi.
Ano siya, A and B?
Wala. Di siya malagay sa line eh. So, B.
Ay, bawal.
Oo.
Sa mga previews kasi pwede siyang ilagay dun sa gitna. Kung may 0.5.
Okay, next, PBE. Unahin ko PBE, I would put them on B. Rank B ako. I won't give any reasons why. Well, I mean, siguro, ang basehan ko dito is previous performance, so I'll go with B. Ikaw, Vince G, ano sa'yo?
PBE?
Oo, PBE.
Okay. Playbook Esports, may mga times talaga na nagpa-pop sila eh. Pero ang dami talagang based on their performance last season, ang dami kasi nilang commitment when it comes to gusto nila mag-run and gun. Parang nagkano sila do or die. Kapag ka nanalo, okay. Pero kapag ka na-eliminate ka agad, wala, 16. First to be eliminated, no? So parang ang playstyle kasi nila last season, maging aggressive tayo from the start. Pero yun yung naging risk sa kanila eh. So they have been eliminated way too early than we expected. Hirap sila makakuha ng puntos compared nung nakaraang season. So ako gusto ko silang ilagay sa B. Pero
B ka rin.
Wait lang. B, pero with the addition of those new players, especially Dale, hindi ko rin pwede ilagay sa gitna, so I might go with A.
Okay. Quintoyo.
So, also a B for me. Performance-wise, I would say it was good in terms of tawag dito, experience. Pero for the previous split kasi medyo nakulangan din talaga ako sa kanila. Though I agree, given the new addition which is Dale, I think he'll be a good addition to the team. And sino pa ba isang nadagdag? Siya lang, no?
Siya lang.
Si Dale lang. So, yeah, I think he can. I mean, so long as the utilization is going to be reasonable, I would say. I think it's still a B for me. So.
Ang naisip ko nga, guys, Dale will probably sub in kay either kay Raimon or kay Jaril. Kasi para sa akin si Monboy parang hindi siya pwedeng mapalitan.
Hindi pwede mapalitan.
Si Mitchie din hindi rin siya pwedeng mapalitan. So,
right.
I think that's gonna be the role of Dale pagdating sa PBE. Let's now go with Flash Vision Esports. Ito, very interesting. I'll go with D. Para sa akin, D. D ang Flash Vision Esports. Well, again, the performance of Flash Vision Esports, hindi pa rin sila ganun ka nag-improve ever since spring. And then pabago-bago yung lineup nila, so it will mess up again the chemistry. Ikaw ba, Vince G? Ikaw, big fan ka ng Flash Vision Esports eh. Ano bang tira nila sa'yo?
Ako based on Flash Vision Esports, ayoko ilagay sila sa D. Pero sige, I'll go with C. Since may mga bago naman silang salta, hopefully that hindi na sila yung Flash Vision na they are ending up in dead last dahil I believe they gained a lot of confidence during the last season, and the challenge na lang for them is to maintain that confidence, no? So, I'll go with C.
Ikaw, Quintoyo.
Actually, di din ako eh. Kasi, hindi kasi, I agree with what you mentioned about them. Well, okay, sige. I think it's gonna be too harsh if we say na there's no improvement at all. But I would say that the improvement is too gradual. I would say na parang kumbaga sa learning curve, napakabagal ang learning curve nila eh. So I think it's still a D. Pero it's more of like D challenging them to prove us wrong in that regard. Kumbaga parang, yeah, it was more of a challenge for me. Pero dahil nga, sumakto sila dun sa prediction ko lang nakaraan, di pa din ako.
It's good na may nag-agree na rin sa akin. RTC. Ito bagong team to, I would say na I'll go with D din for me kasi bago.
Right.
Ang laki ng adjustments nila. Isipin mo, galing silang PMNC ng Singapore and nahirapan pa nga sila makapasok eh. So, I'm not sure. D ako. Kayo ba? D rin ba kayo? Quintoyo, Vince?
Kasi, I mean, experience-wise, kagaya na sinabi mo, I mean, PMNC, that's gonna be a big leap for them to join straight to PMCL kung saan, pero mo, dalawang split na nagbabardagulan tong mga to, tapos ngayon ka palang papasok, di ba?
Right.
So, para sa akin, hindi din talaga.
Ikaw, Vince G.
Ako as much as I want to disagree, pero I agree. I agree. I mean, RTC, since gusto kong mag-expect ng high sa kanila, but for now, since hindi ko pa nakita yung kung paano sila maglaro, I'll go with D. And I believe RTC, no, retired na to eh. Diba? Hindi na naglalaro yan si RTC. Sorry. Ano to eh. Iba pala yun. Doon nakuha yung, yung TZ na moniker eh.
Yun dun ba yun? Okay.
pero RTC, no, we're gonna be keeping our expectation low. At nasa sa kanila na yan. Kung mapapapa pa sila, might as well go for S tier kung kaya nila. But I'm looking forward to that sa upcoming fall.
Kung pwede lang, naalala nyo yung PMWC, no? Nilagay ng Vampire Esports yung Harami Bro sa taas.
Sa labas.
O sa labas, actually. No? Kung pwede lang maglagay dito, kaso bawal eh. Anyways, let's now go with Max. Team Max XV9.
Nasaan ba to?
So, para sa akin, ilalagay ko muna dito. Para sa akin, B tier sila. Kayo ba? Vince, ikaw muna, Vince G. Habang si Quintoyo ay nag-a-analyze.
Team Max. I wanted to go with A. Because Team Max, no, somehow, since newly acquired to, and this is gonna be the team na in-acquire dito ni Rim Angkor, and he got a lot of trust on these guys. Sige, I'll go with A. And may nakita si Rim Angkor eh. He's a caster din sa PUBG Mobile na nakakita ng potential to. I need these guys in my team. And probably, alam din niya sa sarili niya na ito na yun eh, baka kaya. So, I'm not gonna put them in S. Ayoko naman silang ilagay sa B, but I'll go in between. I'll go with A.
Okay. Ikaw, QT.
To be honest, kasi hindi sila masyadong nag-aano sa akin eh. Like, they don't stand out for me. So, I think it would be too generous for me to put them on either S or A. Pero, I mean, trying to recall like a couple of instances, I mean, there were chicken dinners naman secured by STKE, and there were, I would say, highlights. Pero kumbaga, hindi lang talaga sa kanila yung focus. So, I guess I'll play it safe and put them in the middle too. So, B ko din sila ilalagay.
Ayan.
Kasi hindi sila masyado nagsa-stand out talaga sa akin eh. Pero I wouldn't really say na nasa ilalim din talaga sila. Kasi for example, yung flash vision, talagang tandang-tanda mo yan. Halos hindi umaangat sa laylayan yan eh. So, kumbaga parang, I mean, no hate kasi baka may mag-translate ako, sabihin, uy, shade kayo. And hindi naman sa gano'n. Like,
si Sis Jenny, nagta-translate yan.
Ayun. Hindi, sorry, ngayon pa lang. Pero, I mean, they'll explain naman natin as to why we put them dun sa C tier. Pero, ayun nga, no, yung STKE, I would say, since hindi siya ganun masyado nagsistand out sa akin, at the same time, I wouldn't really say that the performance is too underwhelming. That's why I am putting them in the middle, which is...
Okay. Next is Good Game Esports. Para sa akin, C ako dito. Kayo ba?
Game? Wait lang, sino ba itong mga... galing The Quarter, no?
Uy The Quarter, nakaraan, medyo bumibira yan.
Para sa akin, C. Kayo ba? Hindi na ako bibigyan ng rason. Let's just make it quick.
Ayaw mo ma-translate,
Oo. Baka mamaya kasi tayo eh.
Ano sabihin eh, bigyan namin. Ako, wala akong rating.
Hindi, dapat meron.
I decline to answer. Feeling ko kaya ako dun sa isa eh.
Ikaw, Vince G. Basta ako ako dito.
C din ako.
C ka din, okay.
Majority wins. Let's go with C.
Fearless. Ito, isa pa. Fearless, I'll go with C again for Fearless. Kayo ba?
Bakit?
Fearless, wait lang. Ito yung pinasukan ng dalawang Osja, no?
Oo. Para sa akin, C pa rin sila. Ayoko sabihin yung rason.
I mean, Fearless, I think if I were to rate them from the previous split, that's gonna be a D. Pero since meron nga tayong dalawa from Osja, I would say C din. Kumbaga parang nagkaroon ng adjustment because of the two experienced players. Pero kung like same lineup and all, I think I would put them in D. Pero yun nga malaki yung magiging ambag kasi ng dalawang bago.
Ikaw, Vince G. C ka rin?
Osje. Dalawang isip mo. Gusto ko
Si ano lang naman yun, si Astro X at saka si Pop.
Si ano, si. Wala eh.
Pwede siya.
Okay, next.
Next.
Kill enemy. Para sa akin, kill enemy, I'll put them on B. Ikaw, Vince G.
KE? Ano ba natin yung KE?
Mid clan.
Mid clan. Mid clan? How did they perform last season? Wait lang, iniisip ko pa eh.
Malakas sila sa, pwede ako magbigay ng rason. Malakas sila sa Miramar.
Okay.
Mid clan, okay. B?
Hindi ka rin?
B?
Okay. Ikaw, Toyo.
Actually, wala akong masyadong maalala sa Miss Clan eh. So,
hindi mo na.
Hindi, ganun din eh. Baka yun din dalawa yung palalo, eh, di pa rin tayo.
pero kung tatanungin ka, Toyo, anong ranking mo sa kanila?
Myths?
KE.
KE. Pero dating Myth to, no?
Yes.
Sino nga yung players na ito? Teka, silipin ko lang.
Sila si Carillo.
Kapangalan lang yun eh.
Hindi, si Davan.
Wait lang.
Si Davan.
Si ako eh.
Sika.
Oo,
Well,
Sika.
mas mananalo kami kasi
Oo.
dalawa kami.
Yun nga! Kaya sabi ko, useless yung boto ko.
Ito interesting to. Osja. Ako, I'll go with S.
Actually.
No
S
comment
ako.
pero S.
Osja.
Oo. S din ako eh.
S ka rin.
I mean, ganda na ng performance nila. Ngayon, talagang kagaya nga nung caption ko, gigil na gigil talaga sila dun sa PMGC slot kung sino nang kinuha nila.
Kulang na lang, baguhin na nila yung flag nila sa Thailand.
Oo, di ba? I mean, yung mga players pa na kinuha nila, talagang experienced. And even naman sila Skynin, experienced din yun. Yung sila ng X.
Actually,
diba?
siya yung, if we call Monboy Bronze Boy, Skynin is the Golden Boy.
Oo, di ba?
Kasi siya yung gold medalist nung SEA Games sa individual. So, yun. So, I think we all agree with S. Let's now go with RSG. Para sa akin, RSG is a B. Kasi RSG, I think they they ranked 12th in the last season. And ito yung team na, on and off sila eh. On and off.
Oo, that's true. Ito yung mahilig makapagsabayan sa may di ba? Sa may Primorsk. Tapos biglang umaalis. Tapos kapag umaalis sila, nakakamanok sila.
Pag binago rotation.
Oo, pag binago. So, hindi ko tuloy alam if that was through sheer luck or talagang hindi lang para sa kanila yung yung dropping point na yun kasi dulo masyado eh. So, pwedeng hindi sila nakakadiskarte na maayos. Ako siguro, I would say C.
Oh, C ka.
Para sa
Okay. Ikaw, Vince G, baka C ka rin or B?
Inconsistent for me. So,
I agree with B and C. So
saan ako?
saan tayo lalugan?
Saan tayo lulugar, tol? Ikaw na lang ang decider, tol.
Sige. Tama kayo pareho. I mean, risk guys kasi they ended up in 12 in league. They ended up in 12 in grand finals. So, nasa gitna eh. They're in the borderlines no? But risk guys right now for me sa C.
Okay. Let's put it down to C.
Hey.
Okay. Next is God of Death or Glory of Dragon 7.
Glory of Dragons. Pa-emphasize.
Ito para sa
Parang God of Death talaga to dati.
Oh, God of Death talaga siya.
Di ba?
Ako
Binago
C.
lang nila yung meaning.
Gagawin kong C.
C din ako.
Lagi daw
C
sila
din ako.
mamamatay
I
kagad
agree.
eh.
Oo. C din ako.
Ikaw, Vince G. Pareho kaming C eh.
Saka kasi, may times kasi na yung God of 7. I think I would put them on C kasi yung sa pagiging nila, inconsistent. Kasi there are games, if I can remember correctly, sa Sanhok, nakakamanok din naman sila eh. So, kumbaga there are instances wherein palong-palo sila. Though there are instances as well kung saan maalat din. So, I mean, in this kind of league, you cannot be inconsistent kasi eh. So, I think that's the main reason why I'm putting them on C. So,
Ikaw, Vince G. Same? C?
God of Death. Gusto ko yung D.
Okay. Well, even if you say D, kasi C kami pareho, so we'll put them on C. At least nalaman lang natin yung point of view ni Vince G. No? So let's now go with GOAT. Saan mo? Or saan ko lalagay ito? I think I would put them on
Farm.
On C din, no?
Ay,
GOAT.
Farm. Farm
Sino
maganda
nga
ilagay ang
tong
GOAT.
Ay, huwag nyo nalang pansinin yung download McAfee sa taas. Ads yan, guys.
Oo, ads yan. Pasensya na.
Ayan.
Jokes. Jokes.
Sila exits.
Para sa akin,
MFC.
C. Pero malakas sila. I mean, we don't get me
Oo.
wrong. Malakas sila.
If I can remember nung PMCL Spring Split, ano sila eh. Sila yung kinonsider
Sila
natin na dark horse kasi nagkagulatan tayo. Bigla silang angat nun eh. Parang
Sila
nag-top 4 pa ata sila nun. Tama ba?
Mm.
Sila Liliatka.
Oo.
Yung Spring Split. Kaso, pagdating ng Summer Split kasi, nawala sila eh. Parang, ang laki nung naging change sa performance. Parang, we were expecting kasi nakahabol pa sila nun. Pero turns out, di na rin sila nakahabol eh.
True.
So, ako, I agree. C tayo.
Gusto ko yung A.
Kaso dalawa na kayo.
Hindi, kasi kung i-A to ni Vince G, kung tayong dalawa C, baka pwede natin siyang gawing B, no? Do we all agree?
Pero baka yung A nakakalungkot eh. Lagyan naman natin ng A.
Hindi, pero yun nga, kung i-A mo
May lalagay
siya,
ako sa A eh.
kung i-A mo siya, tapos dalawa kami C, so parang magka-cancel.
Hindi pa din.
Hindi, parang magano yun eh.
So parang to the highest rank wins, ganun.
Hindi, I mean like, parang
Or-
maka-cancel out yung dalawang C, parang pwede nating bigyan ng +1.
Ah.
So, baka pwede nating gawing B, no?
B.
Do we all agree?
Pwede,
Okay,
pwede.
B na
pwede.
lang
Oo,
kasi.
pwede.
2 plus 2 is 4.
Ito, paborito ko to. TTQ.
Quick maths.
Ako B ako sa TTQ.
Oo. Oo naman. I agree. I think no explanation needed for time to quick.
B lang yung TTQ. Ayan. So, ikaw, Vince G.
Ayun ako mag-agree. B na rin ako. So,
Ayun.
time to quick.
B na rin yung TTQ.
Yung.
Yeah. Alright, let's now go with Yangon Galacticos. I'll put them on A.
A.
I'll put them on A.
A. Yes.
Yep, agreed. Yes.
For me, this is the most, ito bibigyan ko talaga ng reason to. The most consistent team
to be fair.
since
Right.
2021.
Yeah.
Sila talaga. And yung lineup nila consistent din. Hindi sila gaano nag-change. Yun nga, naglagay sila ng isa, if I'm not mistaken, this season. So, A. So, agree tayo lahat, no? A? Alright.
Agree,
Yep.
A.
Now go with Red Esports. With the new lineup. Without Moy and Lanju, with the addition of Barney. Para sa akin, I'll put them on C.
C then. Same.
Ikaw, Vince G. Ito yung TikTok team, yung sinasabi mo.
TikTok team. Dread. Saan yung nilagay?
Sa C.
C. Sige, C.
C ka rin. Yan.
C.
Hindi kasi kung nag-A ka, magiging B sila. Parang ganun siya. Maka-cancel out.
Cancel out.
Hindi ako pero to be fair, yeah, C. Not unless they did something talaga na makakaangat ng rango nila. I'll stick with C talaga.
Okay.
Right. Same.
Let's now go with Exquisite Esports. Ako ilalagay ko sila sa B.
XQS.
Dahil kay Lufa.
Right. Oh, I was about to put them on C but now that you mentioned Lufa, yeah, I think coming in from his recent stint din as the IGL, nag-IGL siya ng Digma Galaxy, no? If I'm not mistaken. So, yung PMGC experience niya pa. So, yeah, I think that they deserve a B because of Lufa. Pero without Lufa sa lineup, I would put them on C as well.
Pero, I mean, even if you remove Lufa, if you remember nung summer, nung nawala si Lufa, mas gumaling sila.
Talaga ba?
Yeah.
Totoo. Kasi,
I
mas
cannot
na,
recall.
mas na highlight si MM.
Right. But it's just sad that MM is a substitute now.
Oh.
I mean, if he improved, just like what you have mentioned, why is he
a
in the back
substitute.
burner? Oo,
man.
diba?
Well, di natin alam. Maybe busy, diba?
Pero oo, I remember maraming highlights sa MM nun eh.
Exactly. Yun
Yeah,
nga yung
I
point ko
remember.
kanina. Pero agree tayo lahat, B.
Yep, it's a
Ayun.
B for XQS.
Next, ito. Mataas yung rating ko dito.
Sino ba yan?
Strangers Esports, I'll put them on A.
I agree.
Even though na merong rookie player na si Lucy, even though na nandyan sila Evil na substitute player lang nung last season, they have two players who played in PMGC in Thailand.
Right.
In Hale Esports.
Tsaka yung natira naman na PH player, I mean, si
Si
Kai,
762.
762, maganda rin yung performance niya. There were instances wherein siya lang din yung natitira and yet tas survive naman niya. So, yeah, I agree. Plus, yun nga, plus points pa yung additional players from Thailand.
Ito yung tanong ko lang guys, habang nag-iisip si Vince G kung anong ranking nito. Asan si Minor?
Nasaan niya ba si Minor?
Di ba? Comment down below guys. Hashtag asan si Minor.
Saan si Minor?
Hintay lang maging legal.
Okay, so Vince G, anong rank? Anong ranking
Nagets
mo?
ko yung joke mo. You're welcome.
Habang nag-flicker out ka dyan Vince G.
Oo nga nasusobrahan na ako sa Randy Orton eh. Anyways, ano to, no?
Strangers
Tribe. Nasanay na ako sa Strangers Tribe Aero Macy. Kasi the way, nung una kong binanggit yung pangalan na, akala ko yung pronunciation ng Aero Macy parang, parang
Aromacy.
Chili Mansi, ganun. But,
Pick knock not.
agree with A. At yung mixture ng lineup nila, actually, marami naman siguro sila natutunan kila No Fear. So, Strangers Esports.
Lalo na si 762. Si 762 lang yung natira, to be honest. No?
Right.
A ako.
A ka rin. Now, Sin. Ito yung lineup nila Rankid, no? With Blanks and the rest. Sila Wako. I'll put them on B.
Cool yung nadagdag, no?
B ako para sa Sin Esports.
Agreed. Oo, B din.
I-glitch na ako.
Hindi, tsaka, yun nga to my point earlier, kasi si Cool, since nadagdag siya, he can, I mean, even if I don't see him that much, he can play the role of a coach or analyst. So, kumbaga dagdag factor pa yun. So, yeah, I agree.
Alright. So, ikaw, Vince G, B ka rin? Agree with the ranking sa Sin? Mm-hmm.
B. Kasi, pwede ko silang i-compare sa playbook eh. The last season na nakita ko sila naglaro. Ganon din, para silang risk takers when it comes to...
Tsaka yung mga players kasi yan galing playbook din eh.
Oo nga.
Si Cool tsaka si Rankin.
Si Rankin.
Diba, prehas, yung galawan nila, I mean, they have the same kind of mindset.
Yeah.
So, if they win that first engagement, paldo. Pero pagka sila yung nakursunadahan at natusun, mahirap na sila makabawi. So, just like playbook, Sin is B.
Alright, let's now go with... Ito, ihuli ko yung team ni Toyo. So, let's go with Harami, bro. Harami, bro, I'll still go with S tier para sa Harami, bro.
Oo, I mean, galing una sa lahat, nag-champion na, tapos nag-PMWC pa. So, I think there's a lot of things that they have learned during their PMWC stint. Kasi talagang, yung mga kasabayan nila doon, mga top-tier teams talaga, mga world-class teams, yung mga pang-PMGC levels kasi yung mga yun eh. Tapos, they were able to surpass some of those teams na mas experienced sa kanila. So, I would say, S din talaga sila dito sa PMCL.
Right.
Saka defending champs yan eh. Diba?
Exactly. Ikaw, Vince G, agree? Alright, let's now go with the final team na irarank natin. This is Elevate Esports. Hindi ko muna siya ilalagay kasi gusto ko malaman muna yung ranking ni Cutie.
Bakit ako?
Ako muna, panabla.
Sige. Vince G muna.
Para si Quinto yung pinakahuli.
Okay.
Sige, ako ang magde-decide kung ano ba ang lagay ng
Elevate
panahon.
eh. So, we're talking about Elevate. And since Elevate, yun nga, nabayat naman nila yung slot. So, we're gonna be welcoming them here. Pero hindi naman na biro yung experience ng Elevate Esports.
Right.
No?
And yung players kasi, naglaro na din for PMCL eh.
Yup.
Oh.
Yung competition you've got Claire. He's an experienced player. Alam mo yan.
Blacklist pa lang yun eh.
Hindi pa MSI.
Naghambro pa yan.
Si FB. Tapos you've got Nathan from Exquisite before. You've got Scotty na palong-palo sa APG. And of course...
Aste!
Sa Asa na siya.
Aste.
Sorry.
Si Rix, tama. Pero tama ka, may galing APG. Which is Rix.
Yeah, although, yes, kailangan nga lang nilang kunin yung chemistry. For me, ang pinaka-rank ko for them, based dito sa ating tier list, I'll go with A.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ay, mali.
A.
Yeah.
Sa akin, A. Yan yung thoughts ko. Kasi nandun si Quintoyo eh.
Ako pala yung dahilan.
To be honest, with the player composition, at this is a new team or probably a new lineup na kailangan nilang i-figure out. At I think these guys has potential, lalo na sa mga players. I'll go with A.
Para sa akin, ako yung sunod, si QT yung huli. Para sa akin, C. Kasi, yes, may point kayo na PMCL players tong mga players na to. Kaso kasi, wala pa silang PMCL experience together na yung real-time tournament eh. So, yun para sa akin. I think chemistry will come into a factor. Tapos, when it comes to kunyari, pressure moments na. Diba? Hindi natin pa alam kung sino yung magsa-step up sa kanila. So, para sa akin, C. Yan, baba ko muna dyan. So, the decider, walang kabias-bias to, Toyo,
Walang bias.
Walang kabias-bias to.
Walang bias to. Magugulat kayo dito.
Sige, go.
D.
Bakit?
Masyado kayo mabait, Hindi, D, I think it's more of a challenge coming from me as someone who's also from Elevate, no? Yung players natin, definitely, I would agree. They have experience sa PMCL, and to your point, wala silang experience pa together. And so far, based on what I am seeing, inconsistent yung performance nila, local pa lang.
Have you seen them in scrims ba?
Hindi lang scrims, pati tournament. Nakikita ko yung results.
Okay.
So, kumbaga, that is going to be my basis because if you cannot be consistent in local tournaments, how are we going to expect or what are we going to expect from you when it comes to PMCL? Ooh. So, I love our players. I love everyone. Mababait yung mga batang yan. Claire, mabait na bata yan. Wala akong masabi dyan. Same goes for the others. Pero, as your ate, I am challenging you to prove me wrong. Kasi pasaway yung iba sa kanila eh. Na may mga biglang nawawala minsan kapag kailangan na. And preparation is very important when it comes to a league like PMCL. So para sa akin, if you fail to prepare, then you are preparing to fail.
Yun.
So
Quotable quotes.
Yeah, quotable quotes by QT. Let's
QT.
Go. Yeah, yun yung reason kung bakit di ko sila ilalagay.
So, ibig sabihin nun, so kung A si Vince G, at C ako, at D ikaw,
di pa din.
Ano ranking nun?
Di pa din.
Can we agree with D? I mean, para sa akin, I would say C pa
rin. Masyado bang harsh?
Well, let's just give it to Kintoyo since she's part of Elevate Esports.
Yeah.
Let's go with D.
I'm challenging you guys. Prove me wrong.
So yan na. Ito ang ating tier list for PMCL Fall of 2024. Dalawa lang ang nag-S tier. Harami Bro, Osja Esports, Yangon Galacticos, and Strangers at A tier. Surprisingly yung hindi ko in-expect to, sa totoo lang. Yung Strangers Esports na mag-A. And then, surprisingly, Genesis Esports and Playbook Esports, yung mga teams na galing PMSL before.
Right.
Ngayon ay nasa B na lang. So, they have to prove a lot of things now. Most likely, makikita nila to. Kasi I know, friend ko kasi si Ichi sa Facebook. So, most likely, makikita niya to. And, si Riam Angkor din, Vince G.
Right. Friend ko din sa Facebook.
Makikita niya to. So, baka mamaya mag-post din sila ng sarili nilang ganito just to fight us sa ating tier ranking. So, you guys na mga nanonood dyan ngayon, you can actually do the same thing. Diba? Ipakita nyo sa amin yung mga tier list nyo with all of the PMCL teams. And let's see kung pareho, no? Yung ranking nyo with all of our panelists here right now. So, ang susunod nito ay ang prediction. So, hindi ko muna tatanggalin to.
Okay.
There should only be one. Sabi nga nila, #be the one.
Akala ko, there should only be one winner.
Alam ko yan. Yung sa voice chat yan sa PUBG eh. There can only be one winner. Let's go. Yan. So, there can only be one. #be the one nga. Yun yung tagline lagi ni PUBG Mobile. One slot. Champion dapat sa PMCL Fall. Let's start with Vince G. ito yung elephant in the room eh. Sino ba ang yung prediction na makakapasok sa PMGC?
As much as I would love to predict Harame bro papunta sa PMGC, and I wanted to see the boys actually. Personally personal take, I wanted to see Harame bro. Yun yung checklist ko bilang Pilipino. I wanted to see Harame bro.
Yep.
Pero seems like my gut tells me na it's either of the three Yangon, Genesis, saka Osja. Pero I'll go with the latter, Osja. Kita mo naman, Gigilmin.
Pinaghandaan yung
Mag-tie
team composition.
Legit ako, I'll go with Osja.
Naglabas ng pera na marami.
Oo. PFGC pinaglalabanan.
Pero final answer mo is Osja. Just to be clear. Final answer.
Osja.
Queen Toyo, what's your prediction? Who will get that number 1 spot?
This prediction also works as a curse. Mekeni, dugdug Doremi. Osja.
Osja rin. Pero again, it works as a curse.
Yes.
Pag-nalify.
Para sa mga
Don't
nanonood po
misunderstood it.
dyan na medyo hindi ko na sabihin kasi ipopost nga pala to. Basta yun. Alam niyo na yung curse, especially sa mga avid viewers namin dyan. So,
Exactly.
Para
Para sa akin, wala naman akong curse. In the English broadcast din naman na. So, I'll go with Harame bro. Para sa akin kasi Harame bro, they tried in the PMWC. This is their redemption to prove na they really deserve that world stage experience.
Kasi 1 point lang yung difference nun eh.
And if you notice din sa PMWC, they were able to go on top of top tier teams. 'Di ba? The likes of Inco Gaming, 'di ba? Inco Gaming was part of the previous PMGC rin, no? And they were actually playing really well. So, if kaya natin, then maybe with their experience sa PMWC, then magkakaroon na sila ng mas marami pang experience to actually be better pagdating ng PMGC. And actually, dito pa lang sa PMCL. Well, let's see and find out. We have 3 weeks of league stage, and then after that league stage, grand finals ulit. Kabado 20 na naman tayo, guys, kung sino nga ba ang papasok. Meron nga bang magsisave uli sa mga teams natin, kagaya na nangyari before, na nagkaroon ng kanseran sa huli? Like yung Osja and Enigma?
Right.
Or will it be...
Pati yung bro hinabol nun eh.
Exactly.
Diba?
Or will it be like a one-sided PMCL fall just because of the acquisition of some teams? Like Osja, like Strangers Esports, or like Genesis Esports. Well, hindi ko sinasabing walang nangyari sa Harame bro. Nakuha rin naman nila itong si Rig na nag-PMGC din. Maraming tanong ang pwede nating masagot sa darating na PMCL Fall. Guys, malapit na ang PMCL Fall. We are gonna be this PMCL Fall will be coming this August 21st. So bukas na yung PMCL Fall. Ilagay nyo na lang yan sa kalendaryo nyo, ilagay nyo sa alarm clock nyo. 5 p.m. kung di ako nagkaamali yung start time. You're gonna see ating Filipino casters. Week number 1, Vince G and Aya Place. And then for week number 1 English broadcast, we have Contra and KukuTV. Queen Toyo will be casting week number 2 and in the grand finals, kung di ako nagkakamali. Tama ba?
Yes, that's true. That's
So,
correct.
Vince G, do you have any final words before tayo umalis?
Ako guys, maraming salamat sa panonood nitong munting content namin when it comes to the power ranking. Kasi, this is just our thoughts, these are just our opinions on how we saw the former teams, how we saw the teams nung nakaraang season. And this is just a way for us to prepare. Kasi baka mamaya magulat tayo sa mga makikita natin dito. Baka yung ini-expect natin dito na nasa D-list or nasa...
biglang aangat pala.
Marangkada, di ba? So, yun lang. These are just our personal thoughts and hopefully nasa mga players na yan, sa mga teams na yan to prove us wrong. So, yun, content disclaimer lang, no? And if you love our content dito, no? Asahan nyo to in our future contents, no? Hindi lang naman PMCL siguro pag-uusapan natin dito.
Right.
I just want to talk about pagkatapos na to, talk about the upcoming PMGC din, no?
Oo, correct.
Diba?
At meron pang darating na PMCT.
Yeah.
PMCT, PMCT. So, power rankings din ng PMCT if ever, no?
Kung kaya.
Kung kaya. Pero if you do love our contents, no, make sure to follow yan yung mga socials namin.
Nisayo muna, yan.
Yan, please. Pinamurot ko na yung mga kasama ko no?
Nauna pa kami kaysa sa'yo.
Win Toyo sa si KukuTV. But, yeah, please do follow din yung mga socials natin like PUBG Mobile Philippines and the esports. Yung PUBG Mobile Philippines esports. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Yun lang.
Yun. Ikaw, Quintoyo, any final words before we go?
Yun nga, whatever it is that we have put in these rankings, that's dependent on, well, our opinion. Kumbaga, we're not saying na itong mga teams na to nasa pinaka-laylayan talaga and all that. Opinions based on what we have witnessed. So, translate nyo din to, huwag kayong biased, ha? So, ayun. So, based on our opinion, based on what we have witnessed, and at the same time, for some, it's meant as a challenge, kagaya ng mga binanggit namin kanina. So yes, for those that were ranked pretty low, I think it's time for you guys to show us what you've got and prove us wrong, kagaya nga na sinabi ni Vince G. For those that were placed on top and those that have high rankings, it's your chance naman to, kumbaga, meet the expectations that we have. Kasi basically, I wouldn't really say exceed the expectations kasi sobrang taas na rin naman ng rankings ng iba, especially dun sa mga nasa S tier. But anyway, there's that. So, abangan natin yan sa ating PMCL na magsisimula na nga sa 21st. So again, follow me on all my social media accounts. So, isa lang yan, pareho yan. Lahat, whether it's Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Yan. Nagla-live ka lagi. Yan.
Sa TikTok, yes.
Yeah.
So ako si Toyo. Ako si Toyo kapag naka-stream, ako si Queen pag naka-cast. So malalaman niyo yung difference pag nanood kayo.
Exactly. Kung gusto niyo ng mga love quotes or mga real talk.
Real talk. Nagpapaalis ako sa stream ko.
Napadaan ako one time dyan. Nakakita ko lang na parang may ayaw dun sa custom game mo. Tapos sabi mo, di maghanap ka ng ibang custom game. Gumawa ka ng sarili mo.
Gumawa ka ng sarili mo, sabi ko. Tapos, magpasok mo ng room, i-start mo. Sabi ko sa
maglaro ka mag-isa.
Kigisali ka na lang, arte mo ba?
Of course, tatanggalin natin to sa official episode. Pero yun nga, guys. My name is KukuTV. Again, i-search nyo na lang to at I am KukuTV, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I do podcast then. If you haven't watched yet, yung podcast ko with Blanks, that's one of the podcasts na dapat yung panoorin to actually get to know him better. Kung ano yung pangalan niya, kung ano yung dream team niya, kung ano pa yung mga nangyari doon sa iconic PH team na nabuwag dati. Kung interesado kayo ano nangyari doon. At meron doon extra input si Mr. Edo 10. So, again, please watch that episode. And guys, this is just the preview episode of PMCL Fall. This is not yet over. This is just the beginning. And we're gonna start this coming August 21st, 2024. We'll see you guys on all broadcast ng English and Tagalog, no? Kung gusto nyo makipagbardagulan sa Myanmar broadcast or sa KH broadcast.
Ginagawa naman nila sa atin yan eh.
Ginagawa nila sa atin yun. Why not? Let's do it as well with them so that we can show our Pinoy pride, diba? Ika nga. Pero yun nga, this is just episode number 7 ng Inside the Zone here with KukuTV, with special guest panelist Queen Toyo and Vince G. And we'll see you next week for the next episode after week number 1 ng PMCL Fall of 2024. See you guys. Bye.